I'm just meeting people. Here, have a seat. Do you want to be on? What's your name? Luke. Nice to meet you, Luke. I'm Mary. Oh, wait.
Nice to meet you. What was your name?
Mary.
Mary, nice to meet you, Mary.
Yeah. So, do you go to Auburn?
I do.
Awesome. What are you studying?
Chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. Oh, man. I'm, not a STEM person I don't get it. What classes are you in?
So right now I'm in bio, some random math, and some other throwaway, and then my introduction to engineering classes.
Okay. So what year are you?
I'm freshman.
Oh, okay. Fun. So this is your first semester of college ever then?
It is.
Oh, wow. How are you feeling?
It feels like home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, that's awesome. So where are you from?
I'm from pretty south Alabama, near Mobile.
Okay.
So it's a small town called Spanish Fort. It's right next to Daphne.
Oh, yeah. I know about Spanish Fort.
Yeah, it's wedged between two important cities.
Yeah. Wait, that's so fun. So what made you come to Auburn?
So my family has always been very big Auburn fans. My brother went here. My mom actually works with the university.
Oh, cool.
And just since I was a kid, it's just kind of Auburn's been the only college I've been wanting to go to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So when you were graduating high school, it really wasn't a question, or was it?
Funny story about that. I was supposed to apply to a bunch of other colleges, and I only applied to Auburn.
Really?
And I did not tell my parents that until I got in.
Oh my gosh. Did you have a plan for if it went south, or?
I don't know. I was pretty confident in my ACT score.
Yeah.
And no, I did not have a plan. I kept
Awesome.
trying to think that I would have a plan, but I think part of me knew that I would get in, and the other part of me just kept deciding that they would eventually apply to Alabama and never got around to it.
Yeah, wait, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So what made you interested in chemical engineering?
So this isn't the most popular answer, but a lot of my friends were doing it. And,
Really?
Yeah, and I am friends with a lot of people that are way smarter than me. And so I just think it's really interesting, and I for a little bit wanted to go into prosthetics and medical field stuff, but I don't want to go to med school.
Oh.
But I want to work with prosthetics and maybe cancer research.
Oh, cool.
And chemical engineering is pretty broad.
Yeah.
You can pretty much get into anything with six-figure salary. So.
Right. Wait, that's so awesome. Yeah, I wish I understood chemical engineering. I think that's so cool. I have no idea.
Don't understand it yet, but
awesome.
Might eventually.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, what major are you in?
I'm a French major,
Okay.
which is kind of silly, but it's also really fun. So.
Yeah, no, French was at my high school we had two languages, and Spanish was the one that everyone hated, and French had the fun teacher.
Oh, really?
And I took 3 years of Spanish, and I had the not very fun teacher.
Gotcha.
So what brought you to French?
Honestly, yeah, same with high school. We had to take a language, and so I took French, and I kept going all 4 years, and then when it came time for college, I could not pick a major, and so I was gonna double major in French and something else, and then I changed the other thing 4 times, and so then it became just French. But that's okay.
That's fair. So when I was first going to at Camp War Eagle or Tiger Takeoff, I'm not sure it was one. I think it was Camp War Eagle. They put you all into that room where the president comes out and he tells some story about innovation and hard work, and then they just kind of scatter you out to go and meet with your chairs of your departments. And in the middle of the presentation for chemical engineering, I decided I was not sure if I wanted to do chemical engineering, and I told the TA assistant beside me, who was representing chemical engineering, that I wasn't sure if I wanted to do chemical engineering and that I might want to do mechanical, and he told me that he would be very mad at me if I did mechanical, and so I did chemical.
Nice. So how far into studying, because we have how many different types of engineering at Auburn? 4 or 5?
There are a lot. I just took an exam on this. I don't think I did good on the exam, so I don't know if I can tell you every branch, but there is electrical, mechanical, chemical. I don't think we have a specific biomed, but we have environmental, Uh,
With aerospace,
we have
right?
aerospace, yeah. And there's probably a couple of other ones, civil, and
Oh, right.
I think that gets lumped in with industrial maybe,
Okay.
but I'm not sure.
So, like, how far into the major can you, like, still switch what type of engineering and, like, be fine?
So, as far as I know, like about pretty much until you get to your specifics.
Uh-huh.
Right now, as a chemical engineering major, I'm not even in a chemistry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm in something with the math that I took last year. Every student that took the math that I'm in and I don't remember what name the math is, but and principles of principles of chemistry, all failed. Math, all failed. Like I think both courses, and so like this year just weren't allowed to do both, and so because I want to go into like biosciences, I'm doing biology this year and then chemistry next year.
Gotcha. Wait, that's so cool. Okay, so my goal kind of with this show is to like get to know the people that just happen to be on this intersection.
Yeah.
So some of the questions I guess are a little bit more like bizarre maybe, but it's just because I really want to like know the people I'm talking to. But my question for you is, what is something that people would be like surprised to learn about you?
Surprised to learn about me. I don't know. I'm very open book. Man, I don't know. That's something like I don't really think about like what people don't think about me. You know, like I spend so much time like worrying about like what does this person think that I never think, what do they not know?
Oh.
Oh, maybe that like I don't think that like I don't talk like someone who enjoys science at all. So like a lot of people when I get to know them their first impression of me is not a STEM major at all.
Oh,
so,
really?
Like, I think people are usually pretty surprised to learn that I'm in hard classes.
What do they assume for you? Like,
I just don't think that they assume I'm in the smart people classes. One of my good buddies, and I don't think he meant it in like a mean way, he was like, I did not think that you would be in honors classes.
oh my god.
I didn't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
I know. I guess I don't come across as like super studious.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to say because that was like I think the first thing I learned about you. But I mean, I think it checks out if that helps.
I guess so.
I think I could see you in a multitude of environments, really.
I think it's like the way that I talk and the way that I deliver myself. I have really long hair, so people assume that like I'm a stoner. And I love wearing hoodies, even like when it's hot outside. So we're like, this kid is just dull.
So are you going to the game this weekend?
I'm not. I went to the Georgia game.
Exciting. Oh yeah, because I guess, are you on the like lottery package?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, are you gonna do anything fun just around town?
Actually, my buddy's coming up for his birthday, so
Oh, fun.
I'm gonna try to figure out a way to entertain him. He, told me that he was coming here and then asked me what we were doing, so I've got to figure that out.
That's fun. I will say, have you ever been to like Opelika, like downtown Opelika?
I haven't been to downtown Opelika, but like I've been to like a couple of restaurants down that strip. I mean,
it's also really good. What are you like into? Like we can get some things on your to-do list.
Okay. I don't know. I enjoy like just hanging out with people. Honestly, and like my the things I enjoy doing just like change so often.
Yeah.
Like I have like a Minecraft phase like once a month.
Love it.
For a little bit, I was like super into trying to figure out how to solder for some reason.
Really?
It didn't work out, man. Soldering is hard.
Yeah.
But, like I'm getting back into reading. I've just taken like a bunch of suggestions, and now I realize that I gotta go find these books that everyone's recommended to me.
So what do you like to read right now?
I'm a big science fiction person. One book that I want to go back and actually read, we were assigned to read it in high school, and I read enough to pretend that I had read it for a book report. And I later found out like a month ago that the book, it's The Road by I want to say something McCormack.
Okay.
But my friend was like hyping up this book, and then he was like, "Have you read it?" And I was like, "No, but I wrote a book report on it." And he was telling me it's one of the best books he's read lately, and I was like, "I feel like maybe I should have read it."
I know. I had the same realization this summer. Like, I've got to read these books that are classics that I just didn't feel like reading in high school. And so I went back and read Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, really?
Because I didn't actually read it the first time. It's like fire. It's really good.
Okay, what were your thoughts on the end of that book, though?
I was a little, I mean, like, I don't know. I didn't feel like it was that much closure, honestly,
Right?
which is okay. But I don't know. I kind of like that it was left that way.
So I remember reading it, and I read it for school, and this was like one of the books where I want to say, I don't think I fully read any of my books in high school, and that's probably where the not studious thing comes from. But I was always able to kind of like do the assignment without fully reading it, but like towards the end of it, or like I read most of it, and then like towards the end I kind of tapered off, but I like read just enough to know what the ending was, and like the ending is just that they all like just there's a bomb that goes off, right? Or like they get like a bomb dropped on them.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just feels very like a Deus Ex Machina to end the book a little bit.
Right.
Like, they just kind of do that in there.
It did kind of feel like this was an awful lot of build up for that to have been the end.
And I want to say that like that's part of me wants to say there's some deep meaning to that, and it's about how like, you know, if we don't keep books, society will never recover. But I don't know. I feel like he like he was like in the middle of writing his book, and his producer's like, you need to finish the book in 10 pages.
Yeah. And that was kind of what it gave to me too, as well. Honestly.
What's your favorite book?
Like of all time?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't have to say anything like super advanced. You can say Harry Potter, because Harry Potter's fire.
Loved Harry Potter. I didn't read all of them. I saw all the movies, but I only read like the first
I
three.
haven't seen the movies, but I've read the books.
Okay. I mean, I hear that they're better. I don't know. But I'd say of all time, I don't know. I love a good memoir. So maybe like Crying in H Mart.
Okay.
If you've ever read that one, it's really good. What's your favorite of all time?
Ooh, like just like book that like I think I got like the most like just enjoyment out of. Probably like all the Percy Jackson books when I was little. Like that might be like the only thing that saved me from like fully losing all brain cells when I was little, was that like I like every day that I would just read those books instead of like doing anything stupid.
Yeah. That's so funny. What was your favorite of like, was there an assigned reading book that you like actually did read and liked?
There was, but I can't remember the name. So I read Macbeth. I like Macbeth. It wasn't really a book as much. So my senior year of high school, we read it was the Kafka. It was
Metamorphosis.
Yeah, and I really liked that one.
Yeah.
Because and it was both interesting to read, and like I love like ethics stuff. Like I love writing about like morals and ethics, and so like writing about existentialism was just really fun. And so like I actually like read that because I was interested in it. So I would have to say like my favorite assigned book would have to be Metamorphosis.
Yeah, that's a good one. We did not have that assigned to us. Yeah, but also I like took like dual enrollment English, so I quit after like 10th grade.
Yeah, I took AP English.
I was about to ask, like, was that an AP?
Yeah. No, I really didn't like most of the books we read. A lot of the books we read were just like they were just so dark, and I guess to get like deeper meaning, you kind of have to go there sometimes. But like, we read. It was 1,000 Splendid Suns, if you've heard of that.
I have heard of it, but I haven't read it.
Okay, so it's like it's by the people that made the Kite Runner. I'm not sure what the name of the author is.
Yeah.
But it's a really, really depressing book, and like it has like kind of a happy ending, but like a main character that like really does not deserve it gets just like very mistreated at the end. And so you kind of like you leave this book with like this feeling of like, well, some people ended the book happy, but like it's still bad for everyone.
Yeah.
And we went straight from that book upon deciding that the themes of like mistreatment and like horrible conditioning were too violent, and like we as a class were like, we're gonna pick something that is better. And so everyone voted for The Handmaid's Tale, and it was like way worse.
Oh, yeah.
It's like way more depressing, way more bleak. And
right. Like this will show him, and it's Handmaid's Tale. That's crazy.
Yeah, and like there was like a couple of people that voted The Handmaid's Tale. Our teacher oddball, our teacher, but she
As English teachers tend to be, I
she
think.
really was, and like she was so strange. But she let us all vote for it. I think because we complained so much about 1,000 Splendid Suns, and she didn't want us to be able to complain, so she just let us choose.
Right.
So it was our fault.
Right.
But really, what that did was that just made us all angry at the one person who like turned the tides of the voting and got Handmaid's Tale.
That's so funny. I really, really, really hated The Scarlet Letter. I did not like that one
What was
at
that
all.
about? I want to say that I feel like I was introduced to that one. I'm not sure if I
It was like some woman like committed adultery or something, and like she had to wear this big A. I don't even know. I skimmed it because I got so bored.
Yeah.
But that was the same year that we read The Crucible, and I did rock with The Crucible.
Crucible was pretty good. That was one of the ones where like I wasn't fully reading it, but I was piecing it together enough to stay with the story, and I did like The Crucible. I think the reason that I didn't really want to read that one was because they had us act out all the parts.
Oh god.
Not those parts, but like she had us read them.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just like once you have to like, I think for me, once I have to start reading a book to analyze it, I kind of lose a little bit of interest.
Yeah, it's like I want to read it because I want to read it. Yeah.
And even if I would have just loved the book on my own, if you're telling me that I have to, I just no longer like it.
Yeah, like when we had to read The Giver, like I'd already read it just because I had wanted to read it.
The Giver.
Love The Giver. And then it was like, I love it so much, but when it was like assigned to us, like I was like, ugh, I don't want to read it again right now. Like, I'd like some say in it.
Yeah. I don't think that like, I think that like a lot of the books that we read in high school would have been great to read if I didn't have to write an essay on them. And like I just taken the time to like, I'm gonna read this book. I'm gonna read not A Handmaid's Tale, but
Right.
I feel like I kind of robbed myself of the like enjoyment for a lot you because I was like, this is work, this is enjoyment.
Right. And it was a lot of like cramming as well.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like.
So what year are you?
I'm a senior.
Yeah, okay. So that's why you have the confidence to ask people to get on my podcast.
Well, and this is for a class as well.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, we have a couple of different options that we could do, but I thought the podcast sounded.
This is the one that I would do. It seems pretty fun. It's nice outside.
It is nice outside. And I love listening to podcasts. So I thought,
What's your favorite podcast?
Oh gosh. I really like, right now I really like So True with Caleb Heron.
Is that a murder podcast?
Hilarious. No, it's just like comedy interviewing.
So
what do you like? What?
Just like random stuff. Like one of my favorite podcasts right now is just like it's a podcast called like Distractable. It's a couple of YouTubers and like they're just like, it's like really like they're just strange people and just hearing them talk to each other is very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm so fascinated by weird people. Like
Same.
I love to go and like get in like weird interactions with people. I find them so fun. Like I think I got that from my mom.
Well, because people are so interesting, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like recently we like have low-key lived in like a time where people are like afraid to talk to each other almost.
Yeah.
Like it's like I feel like phones and social media started as like, well, I don't want to miss what's going on like in the real world.
Yeah.
And like I want my friends to see it, so I'll post it. And now it's like almost I feel like we've shifted to where it's like, well, I don't want to miss what's going on my phone.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, how did we get here?
And it's like I feel like it's so easy to be entertained. So I wrote about this for an assignment. So like we're like I don't know what book was it? I think it might have been Fahrenheit 451, or it was what was that book where it was another one about books, I think, but it was like oh man, it's gonna bug me.
Wait, what else happens in it?
It was the one with like the government Big Brother. What was it?
1984.
1984.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so, like in that one, they talked about how like, you know, you got so entertained by like media that just you didn't want to do anything else. And
right.
It's nowadays like you can just go on YouTube and spend like hours there, or like watch, I don't know, like 3 seasons of Breaking Bad in 4 days. I'm not saying I did that, but I'm saying that someone I know did that.
Yeah.
And it was me.
Same.
When like we were little, and like I think that like right about, I think anyone that's like under the age of like 14 right now is kind of at that point where they were born with technology. Like
Mm-hmm.
I got my, like, just like my brothers, I was at that time period where, you know, you got your phone at like 13 or something, and like
Yeah.
that was because you were going into middle school,
Right.
and you got like some junk phone,
Right.
and like I carried around like an old iPhone that didn't have like any service and was like super cracked because my brother decided that wearing a case was lame. And like I
Yeah.
cherished that thing until I got like a real phone. And then of course I got addicted to it. But like just before that, like there were times where like I would, you know, if we were bored we would go outside. Like you don't really get that. You don't see like
Right.
some kid like, you know, throwing a ball at the side of their house and
Yeah.
really annoying their parents.
Nobody's bored anymore.
Nobody's
and we're
bored
all
anymore.
suffering the consequences of that.
And
I
like
think.
because you're never bored, there's no difference between being excited about something and being bored about something. It's just like,
Ooh, that's good.
yeah, so it's like you're always fulfilled, and that's
Yeah.
like it's an interesting thing about dopamine because we were never supposed to be able to access something that entertains us or makes us happy so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know, like how familiar are you with like dopamine, like neuro?
I mean, like the science of it, maybe not so much, but I am very familiar with like how our phones affect us
Okay.
psychologically.
You want me to go? It's
Please
nerdy,
do.
but it's cool.
No, yeah, please do.
So your dopamine is like it's your reward center for your brain. So like it had a better purpose a long time ago where like let's say that you were a cave woman and like you ate a grape and that grape tasted good, and so you're like your booga booga caveman brain, you're gonna go find more grapes.
Right.
And that's your motivation.
Right.
Whereas and so like that like it motivated you and helped you survive.
Yeah.
And so like we would go out and we would do things that we felt rewarded for, and like, that's like a that feeling when you finish a homework assignment, like that relief, or you make some really good food and like it just tastes so much better. It's because you release that dopamine and it just makes you feel very good about what you've done. And you get that from things that excite you. So the things that excite you, things that entertain you. And so like originally you would kind of have to work for that, and that would motivate us to do things. But now at any point you can open up Reels and just find something entertaining instantly.
Yeah.
And because of that, like it's almost, you get these short bursts of dopamine that have absolutely no effort required. And so because your brain starts to prefer that until eventually you're releasing so much dopamine that you don't release it any other time, because your brain your brain just kind of switches over to this channel. It's like, okay, well, I don't need to go and like clean my room, or I don't need to go and do A or do B, because I can do this and feel the same way. It's like, have you ever watched like videos of like people like cleaning stuff?
Yeah.
So in doing that, you're kind of virtually fulfilling that satisfaction of you see something get cleaned
Yeah.
while you sit in your very dirty room.
Because I love those videos.
Yeah,
And my
it's-
room is messy.
Yeah, they're great. They're great because like you get to see like almost what you get to experience like the like rewards of
Yeah.
doing that without doing it, and because you don't do it.
That's crazy. And it's like, it has us so hooked that it's like, now there's not even every video on there is like something that makes you happy. Like a lot of it is like ads or like literally like car accidents. Like, and it's like, well, but I'm gonna keep scrolling because maybe at some point it's gonna be some video that makes
It's how
me happy.
casinos
Like,
keep you in. Because,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you just got a big win and you
Right.
laughed hysterically in a reel for
exactly.
like
Because
5
some of them are
minutes.
so funny.
And then you
but-
spend the next 20 minutes looking for that. It's
Right.
really so for a research study that I did, I compared it to cigarettes, and so like because like the dopamine that released by a cigarette is like instantaneous. It's like very easy. It de-stresses you. It calms you down.
Yeah.
While also making you a little energetic.
Yeah.
And so like like reading this or like looking at this data, like the person was like, well, man, I gotta get a cigarette. These sound awesome. But you keep taking cigarettes until a cigarette is not enough for you.
Yeah.
And all you want is cigarettes because it's like, what makes me happy? It's a cigarette.
Right.
And just so now like you're just hooked on cigarettes.
Right.
And phones are not that different in a very unsettling way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any like younger siblings?
I do. I have a brother who's a freshman this year at UAB.
Okay. I was gonna say so. I was gonna ask if you had like very young siblings, like so like introduced into technology at that age.
Yeah.
It was like you can see it, and like I
Yeah.
don't know if you.
I
like,
babysit, and it's like they're a different breed of kids.
Right?
Like,
and I feel like you're always gonna think that, like I walk around college and I'm like, I remember like everyone in college being so much taller because I was I was 3'4". I was
Right.
waddling around. I was like,
Yeah.
giants. But I look around and like, man, it does feel like all of the younger kids are so stunted. And like, you go on TikTok and you see videos of like teachers like on the verge of tears because their students just don't understand like anything. They're reading at like really low levels,
right?
Because they just don't know anything, and like they're not like obesity is rising because there's no reason to go outside anymore.
It's like WALL-E.
Yeah, it is. And it's, I don't know, we live in like an age of manipulation, and it's kind of weird that it's kind of weird that we treat phones like a necessary evil,
right?
And a lot of it really, we don't have to be doing that.
And it's quick. It's so interesting to me too. I guess just because of the dopamine aspect of it, like how quickly like our parents like have forgotten that they were totally fine before cell phones. You know, like.
And it's like it feels necessary. You know,
right.
like it's so hard to break away from that cycle because like, well, what am I gonna do? Go outside without my phone? What if there's a thing I need to take a picture of?
Yeah.
What if someone calls me? What if Snoop Dogg posts on Instagram and
right.
I miss it?
Right.
And like it is like what you were talking about earlier, it's FOMO. And like it's everything is so available.
Yeah.
And you can know so much more than we were meant to know.
Right. It's crazy.
Like, we were never meant to know so much. Like one of like I think it's like the crazy so when I was little, and this is like a fear that would really like maybe your parents had, but definitely not your parents before that, of like being afraid of like war. Like you know, like you think like your grandparents like they were afraid of war, but not in the sense that like not until like it was on the cusp, you know.
Right.
But like I was for a very long time when I was little, and like I had very limited like political knowledge, so I would just be like, oh my god, they're gonna kill us.
Right. And
I would be like afraid of atomic bombs at like the age of 10. And that's just not something that like has really been a thing before. Like we've never had kids that like knew what was happening like thousands of miles away and like in completely different political like climates.
Yeah.
And like now you have kids like being like growing up thinking about all that stuff, and like they're not really kids anymore.
Right. Like kids like even like making political content for like I've seen like there's this kid that comes up on my reels every now and again and is like talking about like nutrition and politics and religion, and it's like you're like 9 years old. Like why? First of all, how do you even feel like you know enough to speak on it? Like that's like
dude, you should be playing baseball right now.
Right. Like I don't understand how this is fun for you. Like chasing this like career and like fame or whatever at like 9 years old. It's insane.
And like, I don't think that there's nothing wrong with being informed. You know, it's great to be informed.
Yeah,
like,
it
gives you the ability to speak on things, and like, you know, being uninformed is like today it's like one of the worst things that you can do. Like,
right. Yeah.
It's like the worst thing that you can be is just talking about something that you don't know everything about.
Right.
Like, you're not an expert on.
Right.
But like, it gets to a point, and I feel like everyone is so stressed out because we only see bad news, and like that's what gets the most clicks.
Right.
You know, it's people hate bad news, but they also love to see it.
Right.
Like no one wants to hear.
Hey guys, a little interjection here because this is me editing later. So the mics that I was using on this day that, don't worry, I never wound up using again, low key, I found out from Reddit, only work everywhere except for the United States. So for some reason, they decided to just not record for a couple minutes. But to catch you up to speed, basically what we talked about is how like we're kind of living in a world of probably too much information, meaning that we know too much about each other, first of all, but also like probably in some ways, potentially maybe too much about what's going on in the world, which has advantages and disadvantages that we will get into. But that's like, if this was going to be just a weird transition, so I thought I would just holla at your boy. Okay, bye.
They didn't know like the adults might have, but like, you know, the kids like, you know, the television was like adult time. The kids were outside like throwing rocks into a pond or something, or like,
exactly,
or like hitting each other with sticks.
Yeah, right. Like yeah.
It's so strange that the children of like the world are being so like overexposed to like all of this terrible stuff, and then they form opinions on that at such a young age.
Yes, yeah.
You can't recover from that.
No, God, no. And it's so easy to get down in like a very serious like rabbit hole. Like, yeah, it's insane.
you've been like looking at news articles for like the last 10 minutes, and then you're convinced that the world will end within the week, and then life goes on.
Right.
Like I remember reading about happens like once a year, but like when there were like really high tensions with North Korea. I just like every single day for like a week I was like, we're going to die. Like
I remember being very scared I was going to get Ebola in elementary school.
Oh really?
Yes, because it's like I heard about it like on the news, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's coming for me. Yeah, but like that's like back to your point of like I shouldn't. Yeah, like you shouldn't have been like afraid of North Korea. Like you shouldn't have had any idea.
And I think it's like it's an interesting thing with people.
Yeah.
Where you will see something happening, you know, thousands of miles away that really won't affect you, and you're like, well, how is this going to affect me? And so like immediately you see this and you're like, well, this has got to do something for me. So like, it's like, humans have this nature to just it's not like a selfish thing, but just everything you think about, no matter what, you're gonna be like, okay, well, how will this, like, bottom line, what is this gonna do for me? Like, or what will this affect me?
Yeah.
And it's so easy to be like, well, you know, all of this stuff is definitely going to have an impact on my life because this is so huge, but like it's not.
Yeah.
And I think that's like such a hard mindset to get out of. And like I'm talking about it right now as if I'm like this master of like controlling my calmness. I was probably freaking out about this stuff like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And it's like it's so easy in retrospect to talk about it, but when you're in that moment of just like anxiety and like everything is terrible, it's so hard to climb out of that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But it's nice. It is. I will say, so like 2 weekends ago, I went like a full 24 hours, like turned my phone off, kept it off for 24 hours and just like was totally, And it was crazy how easy it was, to be honest. Like, yeah, it was like once it's like actually separating from it is like scary. And then you realize that nothing bad happens and then it's fine.
So what did you do for that weekend?
Well, I was with friends. That was what like a tactic that I personally used was like making plans so I didn't have quite as much time to be like, oh, well, I don't have my phone, like what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And also that's the other thing is like I think my brain was like, well, what if there's an emergency? Well, I'm like always around someone who has their phone on them, you know? And so it's like not a big deal.
That's impressive. I don't know if I could.
You definitely could do it.
I think that I could, but like it would be so hard to jump that hurdle of also like I am like so bad about like I have to be talking to someone at all times.
Oh, yeah.
Like, before I walked over here, I was on the phone with my dad. I'm always like, I'm always waiting on someone to reply to a text or send me a text. And like, it's, I don't know, it's almost like we're all like a hive mind now because like we just instantly communicate with each other. It's so strange. And like I don't know, like I remember like my parents saying that like they would both write down each other's phone number and then they would schedule like 4 o'clock Wednesday, we're going to talk. And that would be the only time.
I know.
So weird, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's such a strange thought. It's like, dude, just text each other. But like,
right.
I don't know. It's like it's such a like. Imagine like you're like your best friend. Like you like, hey, okay, so I will not interact with you for the next week, but Thursday night, 7:45 because my dad's gonna get up the phone at 8.
Right.
You can talk for 15 minutes, okay? And you can't tell your mom because we don't want to run up the phone bill.
Right. Like, yeah.
It's so odd, and like I almost feel like robbed of that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because, like, and maybe it's just because everyone from the past was like, man, the past was so much better than now. And like, I don't know what it was like in the 1960s. I don't know what it was like 10 years ago.
Right.
I wasn't paying attention.
I was on my phone.
I was on my phone, man. Fucking YouTube. It's like, I don't know if like it was better, but I just don't feel like kids nowadays are as happy. And like, I feel like they're so jaded. And I know that I'm like a really jaded person myself. Like I kind of assume the worst about people sometimes, and like I try not to. And like I usually can like maintain the idea that I think everyone has something good to say. But like there'll be times where I'm like, yeah, no, he's how much money? He's a millionaire. He's evil.
Right? Yeah. Like yeah.
We live in a world of like preconceived notions and too much information.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this was such a good conversation. It was so nice meeting you.
It's nice to meet you too. You said your name was Mary?
Yes, Mary.
Okay. My name is Luke.
Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by. Here, do you want a sticker?
Sure.